Hello, great people. There's currently mixed feeling, speculation, permutation, and counter permutation in the political space as candidate of the Labour Party in the 2022 presidential election, Mr. Peter Obi and former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, met in the United States. The two leaders met at the 11th annual Cambridge Africa Together conference in United States. Now, the pictures are circulating the rounds and people are making comment about it because they are kind of like speculating that Nasir El-Rufai and Peter Obi will come together and that alliance could be very strong to defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu. There's also speculation because Peter Obi and Nasir El-Rufai are arch political enemies. You know the kind of people that they give you hard tackles. That was what Nasir El-Rufai gave Peter Obi in the 2023 presidential election. In a moment, I'll refresh your memory. But before I do that, I must tell you that this video is a packed video. If you are an APC supporter, well, stick around. If you are a Labour Party and an obedient, stick around. If you are a PDP, tag along. And what I can say is that on this episode, I won't give you an outline. I'll just give you a clue. First, we will go back in time. Then we will start after going back in time. That's the video. We'll start on a soft note, then we will increase the speed, then it will get very hot, then we're going to end softly. That's the outline that I will give you. But first, let us go and watch the video. Let's go back in time to refresh your memory about the arch rivalry between two people that are now standing together. And lest I forget, I'm going to analyze that picture for you. There's a picture that is circulating the rounds where El-Rufai's hand is at the back. But first, let us go and watch the video, then we'll come back for some discussion. Let's watch it.
Peter Obi cannot win the election. He doesn't have the number of states. He doesn't have 25% in more than 16 states. He can't go anywhere. Peter Obi is a Nollywood actor.
I thank El-Rufai for what he said. At least he gave me some percentage. So I'm going to work hard to improve those percentage. And he recognized the fact that I'm an actor. And I think part of what is holding this country from developing is recognizing those engines that will develop us. One of the most critical places I want to focus is improving our entertainment industry, which includes the Nollywood. And now that I'm an acclaimed actor, I'm asking all those who are involved in the entertainment industry, being one of them, to support me so that I can improve their position. What else can you do when people in your industry, when those who are here have recognized me as one of them, I urge them to support me so that we can be able to ensure that I build their business better.
There you have it. You just watched the video of Nasir El-Rufai denigrating Peter Obi during the 2023 presidential election when the going was good between him and now President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But that's not the end of it. The two leaders seem to have found comfort in each other's arms. There seems to be this unannounced alliance between them. It is rumored, or should we call it an emerging reality, based on the evidence that you have on your screen, which is one of the posts that was made by El-Rufai's son, who said Mr. Peter Obi is surprisingly not a bad person after all. My views on him have changed recently. My mind was poisoned by my former party member, say Obi. That's by Bashir El-Rufai. And when somebody questioned him, he also responded that, oh, Obi, somebody now said, bro to bro, if Peter Obi is not in that party, they can't win presidential election. APC will have it again. And Bashir El-Rufai responded that he is coming. And that's why I said that for Bashir El-Rufai to make that statement publicly, it is moving from the realm of a rumor to an emerging alliance. Now, where are we? The two leaders met in the United States during the Africa Together conference. Now, let us get something right. You know, I told you that we are going to start softly. Now, let's not start softly. It is normal for both of them, Nasir El-Rufai and Peter Obi, for them to greet each other and have side talks. God forbid a situation where we will have leaders at that level of governance in Nigeria, two former governors, one a former presidential candidate, and they will meet each other abroad in far away United States, and they won't kind of like be able to have a side-by-side talk, and a side talk and just greet each other warmly. And I can tell you that even if it was Peter Obi that met Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the United States, they will still greet each other warmly. So both of them will still have to greet each other warmly. So for me, I think that it is normal for them to greet themselves. And what I can tell you is people talking about both of them is a signal that their alliance can bring something good. I repeat myself, people talking about Nasir El-Rufai and Peter Obi, people talking about this picture that, oh, they met in the United States, is a signal that their alliance can bring something good. Because if it won't bring anything good, there will not be much comment about it. And people are talking about this particular picture of Nasir El-Rufai putting his hand at the back. But then that is an incomplete narrative, because there is another one where Nasir El-Rufai's hand is by the side. When you put your hand at the back, it shows that you revere that person. It is a sign of respect to that particular person. It is a sign of humility to the person that you are communicating with. So Nasir El-Rufai's hand at the back is not a mistake. But then what I don't know is whether Nasir El-Rufai's hand was first by the side, then it moved to the back, or whether Nasir El-Rufai's hand was at the back, then it moved to the front. If Nasir El-Rufai's hand was by the side, then it moved to the back during the conversation. It is sending a political message to Mr. Peter Obi that I am your guy now. Accept me. I want to work with you. I want to align with you. I want to be part of your political disciples. We can make it happen, and our alliance can bring forth good fruit. But then, if the hand move from the back to the front during their political conversation, or maybe their side talks, it means that Nasir El-Rufai may think that the conversation will go his way, or may have been pushing the conversation to go his way. But if Peter Obi is not cooperating, then the hand can move from the back to the side. But then I don't have the video. It is only the picture that we are seeing, so I can't say whether it is from side to hand or from back to front. If I was there as a political scientist, your sure plug, then I can make meaning out of it without them even saying anything. So that is the meaning that I can make from that particular picture. But either ways, whether anybody like it or not, Obi needs the nut. Let us not mistake it. Mr. Obi is, should I say, an organic candidate that has an organic support. You go into an election, one of your political mantras is, we know they give shishi. In an economy whereby people sell their vote, whereby, people don't just vote because they like you. You must give them something in return. Majority of the people. And you came up with the mantra that they give shishi. And you are able to garner over 6 million votes. That shows some organic love. That shows some level of acceptability. Be that it may, Mr. Peter Obi needs the nut. Because if you look at the result of the last election, his performance wasn't overly impressive in the north. So for people that are criticizing Mr. Peter Obi standing beside El-Rufai and for them having an heart-to-heart discussion, I can tell you that, well, Mr. Peter Obi also needs Nasir El-Rufai, because politics is an all-inclusive sport. Politics is an all-comers affair. You need both your friends, your enemy, the vote of the blind, the crippled, the stupid, the ugly. You need everybody according to the kind of democracy that we practice. And I would give you this, that the hallmarks of politics, and listen to this very well, the hallmarks of politics is how well you can align with your enemy and attain power from the alliance. Again, I repeat, the hallmark of politics is how well you can align with your enemy and attain power from that alliance. So there's nothing wrong in Mr. Peter Obi standing with Nasir El-Rufai, or even both of them coming together for an alliance to unseat Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. And I can tell you that the Obi El-Rufai ticket will be a very good ticket. It is a strategic ticket because we need two people from extreme end. Mr. Peter Obi is from the south. El-Rufai is from the north. Mr. Peter Obi is more like a liberal Christian of some sort. Nasir El-Rufai is more of the extreme side of the divide in terms of the religion. So you need two people from two extremes to come together, just as they put Yemi Osinbajo beside Muhammadu Buhari during the last election. We need something like that, two people from two extremes. And I can tell you that the Obi El-Rufai ticket, with the support and blessing of Atiku Abubakar, definitely it can guarantee a win. But then again, will Atiku give Nasir El-Rufai a chance? Because it was Atiku Abubakar that kind of like gave Nasir El-Rufai a chance during the Obasanjo regime, and Nasir El-Rufai apparently stabbed him in the back. Will you trust El-Rufai again? That itself is another round of discussion entirely. But then again, their ticket is not all good because there may be issues in terms of the corruption case in Kaduna that El-Rufai is having in Kaduna, and also APC, you know, in their normal way, would use the anti-Obi tape that I just played for you. They will use it if Peter Obi decide to adopt Nasir El-Rufai as his vice presidential candidate. They will bring up this kind of tape and kind of like use it to campaign. People like Festus Keyamo, if they can use SPV, special purpose vehicle, you remember that during the presidential election, if they can bring up something like that to kind of like harass Atiku Abubakar and tarnish his image, then they will bring this kind of tape. And don't forget that the court fined Festus Keyamo, if my memory serves me right, 10 million naira for the false allegation against Atiku Abubakar. But what I can say, my own advice to Mr. Peter Obi is that he should act based on conviction and permutation. He should act based on conviction and permutation. If he wants to work with El-Rufai, let it be out of conviction. Let it be out of his permutation, political permutation, not empathy or El-Rufai's humility, because El-Rufai is good at kind of like showing humility when he wants something. He's good at kneeling down. He's good at being respectful when he needs to, when he wants to align with you. So Mr. Peter Obi should act on conviction and permutation, not by El-Rufai's empathy or his humility. It's been an interesting time with you on this episode of Politing. Subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past video. See you in my next video. I love you all sincerely.